Hey guys, so I'm hoping that the camera blur is just enough that you can't see exactly how messy my kitchen is. I know you can, it's not invisible, but hopefully it helps a little bit. I just wanted to show you the Instacart order that I just got from Walmart. I don't think I've shopped at Walmart in probably at least 5 years. I used to have a diabetic cat and Walmart was the best place to get his insulin syringes. So, but since then I haven't really had a reason to go to Walmart, and today I had a reason. Ironically, my reason was also cat related. So if you've seen on Instagram, my cat Pensone right now is in an e-collar because we thought he had, and by we I mean me and his vet, we thought he had an eye infection. She was able to do just a consultation over the phone when Bruce was in the office for something else. He had his dental done. So rather than waiting for an appointment, we just started him on eye drops and just decided to do a recheck after the eye drops were done. But it turns out what he has is actually an issue with his tooth. He had a couple of teeth extracted a few weeks ago, and it looks like that's like kind of starting to get infected, and I think that might be what's causing his eye to water, because the doctor said his eye doesn't really look infected. I should probably try to make a long story short here because this isn't what the video is about, but the reason I went to Walmart is because he's in the e-collar, and I had an e-collar. I have a couple of different e-collars at home, but I didn't have the string that is supposed to tie it around their neck, and I had actually asked the vet for a piece twice, and both times they forgot, which I totally understand because it seems like animal hospitals are a little bit crazy right now. But I got home yesterday and expecting to take him out of his carrier and see that they tied a piece around his e-collar, and they forgot again. So I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to buy my own. So I got on Instacart to see like where I could get that and also get my groceries. And the only option that I found was Walmart. So I decided to place an order there to be delivered first thing this morning. And lo and behold, the only item on my list that they didn't have in stock was the string that I needed. And they had a couple of other options. Like usually on Instacart, they'll send you a photo of the shelf, like where the item usually is, and they'll ask you, do you want to pick any of these other things that would work? And I couldn't 100% tell just by looking at the photo, like what was going to be the right thing. They had one that looked like it might be right, but it was like a 5-pack. And I was like, first of all, I don't want to buy the wrong thing. Second of all, I definitely don't want a 5-pack of the wrong thing. So I was just like, you can cancel that part and I'll go look in person. So yeah, even though my experience, like I've used Instacart for a few years and my experience has been positive, that's one of like the most frustrating things, is that you might place an entire order based on one item, or maybe you're like cooking a specific dish and there's like one key ingredient that you need, and if they're out of it, then what? If that's like what you're making for dinner that night and all of the other ingredients in your order are based on making that thing, you're gonna have to have a backup plan. So like when I am ordering things for a recipe, I'll usually order like a frozen dinner or some kind of like backup meal just in case things go awry and I don't get exactly what I want. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I ordered today because it's probably melting, and I feel like I'm also melting because it's like 90 degrees in here. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's not melting as much as I thought, but this is the first thing I probably figured I should put away. This is also one of the things that I am most excited about. It is Talenti, what is this, sorbetto? Dairy-free coconut chocolate cookie sorbetto. So I've never seen this variety before. Talenti makes like a lot of gelatos and that kind of stuff, and most of it isn't vegan. I know for a long time they had like a raspberry one that was vegan, and I think they had a mango that was vegan, but they never had any of these like chocolatey deliciousness flavors. So probably like 2 to 3 years ago, they came out with a peanut butter chocolate fudge swirl that was amazing, and it's like one of the best ice creams I've ever had. It's like peanut butter sorbetto, I guess. I don't even know what qualifies something as a sorbetto, but that's what it is, with like a fudge swirl around it. And okay, now it's melting. So normally I'm the kind of person that I will eat an entire pint of ice cream in one sitting, but with the peanut butter fudge, I can stick to the appropriate serving size because it's very rich, and it's not overwhelmingly sweet. It's rich. Like you only need to eat like a quarter of it. Well, I don't know, you can eat as much as you want, but I feel like a quarter of the container is like satisfying. I thought about doing a taste test right now, but I think I'm gonna put this away and save it for another time, but I will definitely keep you posted and tell you how it is. It's literally melting all over my hand. I have to put it away. Okay, so I got some produce. I got a watermelon, I got some bell peppers, and I got a cantaloupe. And actually my Instacart like unlimited whatever membership is going to be up at the end of August, and I think I'm going to not renew it for a couple of reasons. One is that it's like you pay a flat fee up front. I think it's like around $100, which isn't too bad if you're using it throughout the year, but also being that my work is limited right now, I don't really want to spend $100 up front. The watermelon bag just broke, but that's a good visual aid, because the other reason that I was thinking about canceling Instacart is because of the like plastic packaging, and it's kind of nice to do your own shopping in person, I think, for me, because I would have definitely not put these in bags. I would have just put them directly in my cart, and I feel like it's nice to be able to comparison shop in person, like not only shopping for the best price, but also like what can I get for the best price that's not wrapped in plastic. So yeah, I think I'm going to take a break from Instacart and do my own shopping for a little while. Plus, I've been doing imperfect produce. So I think if I like increase my imperfect produce order a little bit, I can shop less frequently. I've also been eating pretty simply, like a lot of beans, basic stuff like that, like things that aren't going to be perishable. So I could probably just rely on my imperfect produce box for weekly produce, and then maybe go buy my staples like every couple weeks, every 2-3 weeks, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna put these away because I just realized I'm holding them kind of awkwardly. Okay, so a couple more things. How would you categorize this? It's not toiletries. Personal items, medications, I don't know. I got some eye drops. I started wearing contacts more often. I tend to wear them in the summer more often because I hate being sweaty with glasses, and also with the face masks. My glasses fog up so quickly during summer. So when I'm wearing a face mask, I tend to be more comfortable wearing contacts instead of glasses. I also just switched to monthly contacts instead of dailies because I've been wearing them more often. But anyway, I got some eye drops, and I went with the Equate brand, which is like the generic. I generally give people the tip that if you have to buy some kind of medication or something that is normally tested on animals, or if you buy the name brand, like you would assume that is a brand that tests on animals, go with the generic. I don't think it's 100% effective rule, but I think it's less likely. It's just less likely that the generic is funding animal testing. So it's a better option. It's not perfect, but I think it's a good rule to follow. So on that note, I also got the generic of Pepcid. This is actually not for me. This is for Pence own, because he's going to be on a course of antibiotics, and sometimes that can give them an upset stomach. So I like to give a little bit of Pepcid if he starts feeling like his tummy is not feeling good. I'm not going to say too much on this because I don't want you to follow my medical advice. I'm not trying to give medical advice, but if your pet is on antibiotics and they act like they're not feeling well, ask your vet. Don't take my advice. Just call your vet and ask them about Pepcid, and they'll give you the dosage and everything. But I do feel like that's a really common complaint, and that is a trick that not a lot of people are aware of. So now you know. So also for contacts, I got some contact lens solution because I was using the dailies before. I didn't need this, so I grabbed a bottle, and after I bought it, I realized I decided to do a little bit of research and see if there are any cruelty-free contact lens solutions. I thought this would be one that might be a little bit hard to find a cruelty-free alternative, but it turns out there's a brand called Clear Conscience, and they actually make the eye drops also. They make a lot of eye care products, and one of the search results that came up in Google was for Thrive Market. So probably next time I put together a Thrive Market box, I will toss in some Clear Conscience contact lens solution. So until then, I'll be using this one, but that's good to know that now I have a cruelty-free version. Okay, so this probably should have been one of the first things I put away too. I got some strawberry popsicles. I have a major sweet tooth, and I've been trying to adjust some of my eating habits slightly. So I got these. This is why I got like the melons too, to kind of give myself some kind of sweet dessert thing to have after dinner. Just not having ice cream or cookies every night. Wow, okay, so I just pulled out my phone to Google something and I was typing in, is Morningstar Farms all vegan? Because I feel like I've mentioned them before and I'm like, I don't know if they're all vegan yet. I know they're transitioning, but I don't know if they are. So I figured I would Google it to give you the correct information. But as I started typing that in, one of the first search results was, is morning, because I was typing in, is Morningstar. People were asking, is morning AM or PM? Anyway, I got these burgers. I've been craving burgers with like ketchup, mustard, and pickles. And I have a jar of pickles and I have the other things, but I didn't have burgers. And I've actually been wanting the Gardein ones, but it seems like they have been out a lot of places. So I finally caved and got the Morningstar Farms one. These are vegan. They're called Meat Lovers, which I'm positive I haven't tried this one before, so I'll be interested to see what those taste like. But yeah, to answer my own question, it looks like, I mean, they made the announcement, what, like a year ago maybe, that they would be going completely vegan, but it looks like they're not yet. However, I've noticed like a lot of Morningstar products that in the past where I'd be like, oh, I'm not even gonna look at that because it's probably not vegan. Now I've noticed that it is vegan. So I can't say for sure like which of their products are still not vegan, but it seems like a lot of them are. Okay, so a couple more produce items. I got this kale slaw, which is like kale, cabbage, carrots. There might be some Brussels sprouts in there. It's kind of similar to the cruciferous crunch that I love from Trader Joe's, but I haven't been shopping at Trader Joe's lately, so I decided to pick this up. This is nice to just like toss a handful into random meals and eat vegetables and like not really fully notice that you're eating them. But I think it also adds like kind of a nice texture to things. I like the combination of like cooked food with a little bit of like raw crunchiness. So this is really good for that. It's also a really good salad base. And then I got this ginger garlic stir fry. It comes with sauce and it's vegan. I was actually looking for the like Asian salad mix. I like to get those like every couple weeks, just kind of like a backup lunch. But I didn't see those, so I got this instead. Just something easy to make when I don't feel like coming up with something. I just realized it probably sounded super redundant when I held up the stir fry and I was like, and it's vegan, like, hello, obviously. So I got some tofurkey tempeh bacon. It's like maple, what is it? Smoky maple bacon. I've been wanting to make some like pre-made breakfast skillet type of stuff, like just meal prep ahead of time. Maybe like some potatoes and veggies and like a little bit of this. So I think I'm going to try that. I've noticed, I don't know, I'm weird about breakfast in summer when it's like it's hot. I like to eat first thing in the morning, but it's like it's hot and I don't feel like eating anything and I make like bad choices. Like I'll end up eating cookies for breakfast or chips or popcorn or like just to have something to eat. So I feel like if I prep something ahead of time, maybe that'll be preferable and I'll get some like good nutrition in the morning rather than just having something in my stomach. I also got a can of Amy's chili, and I like Amy's soups and chilies and stuff. I don't buy them super often because they're usually kind of expensive. I want to say they're like usually right around $4, but I saw this one at Walmart for $2.85 or something like that, and because it was a good deal, I grabbed one. This will be something that I keep in the pantry probably as like a last minute meal or like when I don't feel like cooking anything. And then I also got these Thai rice noodles. I was also, because the Amy's canned items were a good deal, I was looking at their frozen items and they have a pad thai that I really like, and that was like probably like $3 something. It was a little bit cheaper than it normally is, but I realized I could get the noodles for like $2 something and then you get more noodles, and yeah, I have to make my own, but it's a better deal and it's not hard to make like a little peanut sauce. And and when I buy the frozen pad thai, I usually end up like doctoring it up with like fresh or frozen like extra veggies and stuff like that anyway. So it's probably a good idea to just make my own, so I got these. I also got some Better Than bouillon. So this stuff is really great. It's meant to be kind of like a soup base, but it's also good if you're making like a stir fry or you don't quite know what you're making, you're just making something and you wish it had a little bit more flavor. I'll add this sometimes by itself and just kind of stir it in with veggies, or sometimes add just a little bit of water just to get it kind of like evenly distributed. But this stuff is kind of magic. Like you can use it for a lot of different things. I've used it to make gravies also. If you saw the, what is it called? The shepherd's pie that I made from Festival of Holidays. I posted on Instagram a few weeks ago. The gravy that I made, I used this stuff. So not all of the Better Than Bouillon products are vegan. They have like a beef base, they have a chicken base, they have a veggie, and then I think they also have a vegan chicken and maybe a vegan beef, but they have the B symbol on the ones that are vegan. Okay, I'm like full on sweating now. This is why summer is the hardest time to make YouTube videos, but I only have like 2 items left. So I got 4 cans of black beans, and I probably should have gotten more. They're like 40 something cents at Walmart. I think where I usually shop, they're more like 98 cents. I also like that they're the pull tops, so they're like cheaper and they're easier to open. And then the last thing that I got was 5 pounds of red potatoes. If you guys saw, I posted on Instagram, I got my Imperfect Foods box, and I didn't realize how many potatoes or what weight of potatoes I was getting, but it was like a pound of red potatoes and a pound of yellow potatoes, and I got it and it was like 3 potatoes of each, which is not nearly enough, so I had to get some more. So that's it. That's my whole order. I feel like it was a good balance of fun things but also like staples. But Walmart is definitely, they have a lot more like fun kind of novelty vegan stuff, like the fake meats and the mayonnaise and the, I don't know why mayonnaise was the second thing that popped into my head, but like the meats and the ice cream and the substitutes and things like that. I forgot to get milk. I needed to get oat milk. I didn't even have milk for my oatmeal or my coffee this morning, and I was gonna get oat milk and they didn't have oat milk, and I was like, well, I'll just get almond milk. And I'm not 100% sure if I forgot to add it to my cart or the Instacart shopper forgot it, but I'm pretty sure it was my fault. So that's okay, because I need to go get that gauze string for Pinzone anyway. So I will go get that string and I'll go get some milk, and it's gonna be okay. I'm glad I caught that. I would have been disappointed tomorrow morning. Okay, I'm gonna end this video and go get ready for work. I'm literally still in my pajamas, so I will see you in the next video. Let me know if there are any other places you would like to see vegan options at different stores. I know I have on my channel a Target one, I have a Sprouts one. I also have a grocery outlet, which is like a discount store. Maybe I should make a playlist. I should make a playlist of all my grocery shopping videos. But if there are any stores that you like to shop at or that I missed and that you would like me to make a video on, let me know. I don't know why I'm gesturing with these potatoes. I feel like, what is that movie with Will Ferrell where he's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my potatoes. So I'm gonna go put them away now, and I'll see you later. Bye.